I'm depressed. I've been stuck at home for the past month. I can't go outside. I can't do anything. I mean, at least it's Christmas time, I guess. The only thing I can do right now is forget about how crappy the world's become. I wish I could forget about COVID, racism, hate, death, violence, Trump. But what I really wish I could forget about was a game so disappointing, so upsetting, and so mind-numbingly dumb that it has single-handedly responsible for tarnishing the reputations of one of the most beloved video game companies ever. This game is more controversial than Man of Steel. Yeah, you heard me. You might think that this game is mostly hated, but you'd be wrong. The amount of people that actually like and defend this game are higher than I ever imagined. It's unbelievable how this series had one of the greatest games of all time, and then one of the most controversial. And I am, of course, talking about the absolute nightmare that is The Last of Us Part 2. The Last of Us Part 2 is the most disappointing game I've ever played. Like, this thing stinks. Alright, so before we get into that, let's take a look at the history of The Last of Us. The original Last of Us came out in 2013, and it was pretty good. And then PlayStation was like, yo, you want to make a remaster for PlayStation 4? And Naughty Dog's like, sure thing. And then a year later, The Last of Us Remastered came out, and it was even better. And then PlayStation was like, are you guys making a sequel? And Naughty Dog were like, yeah, but we're a little busy at the moment. And then Uncharted came out. And then on the same year that Uncharted 4 came out, Naughty Dog hit us with the reveal trailer for The Last of Us Part 2. And then 4 years of long development later, PlayStation were like, is the game ready? And Naughty Dog were like, oh yeah, it's ready. But then, the coronavirus. The game had to be delayed a couple months because of the pandemic. But it managed to... What? What's that? Wait, there's one more thing? Oh no. The game was leaked. And boy oh boy, the fans are not happy. A lot of people started to cancel their pre-orders for the game because the leaks were that bad. A rumor started flowing about how a former Naughty Dog employee was the one to leak the game, but Naughty Dog were quick to say that that was not true. Yeah, sure, you know that company that has been having problems with their staff and treating them? We should trust what they think. Yeah. But after all of that, The Last of Us Part 2 finally released with rave reviews. Wait, why am I covering the user score?
What? It's just an ordinary... Oh my goodness!
Yeah, the fans absolutely hate it.
Joel and Ellie, that's a winning duo right there.
I have never seen a bigger pile-on about a video game story, probably ever. And it's completely justified. Fans of the original game felt so betrayed when this game came out because it felt like nothing that the original was. Absolutely nothing. So why is it so bad? You want me to tell you? You know what? I'm gonna do it. This is The Last of Us Part 2. Freaking cuckman. The game starts off with Joel talking to Tommy about what happened at the hospital in the last game. This is the first time Joel has ever opened up about what actually happened at the hospital. So then they start heading back to their base in Jackson. We are then greeted to the opening credits with these honest to God, amazing visuals. Like look at this. Like, come on, man. That looks amazing. You'll be remembering that name. So Joel visits Ellie to talk to her about crap, I don't know. So then Joel shows off his guitar and goes, I'm gonna play a song. Now I unfortunately can't play it because it's copyrighted, but it is actually a pretty decent scene.
She's yours.
No. No. I don't know the first thing
I
about
promised
this.
that I'd teach you how to play.
Do you remember the joke?
What is the downside to eating a clock? It's time consuming.
Alright, you just ruined the scene. Wait, that's the opening? So then we cut to 4 years later, and we're introduced to Jesse. So then Jesse recounts what happened last night, where Dina kissed Ellie, and then a guy named Seth got mad and shoved him, and then Joel came in, and it's like, what the frick?
Hey, so we're okay, right?
You and me? Yeah, of course. Dina and I are done.
He actually thinks that. So you can pet a dog. That's cute. So then they go to this restaurant to talk to Seth.
Seth's got something he wants to say to you.
I don't want to hear what that bigot has to say.
What's a bigot? So then Seth comes out and goes, oh, I was drinking. I'm sorry. First off, if you use that excuse, you're instantly guilty. And then goes, I'm sorry about this. Here's some sandwiches. And then Elliot goes, F your sandwiches.
Look, I don't know what's going on with you and Joel. Guy really cares about you. And I'm sure he didn't mean to.
We're fine.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So then we're introduced to Dina, and she goes, yeah, sorry about last night. Things happened. And Elliot goes, bah.
Ow! What the fuck? I'm not even playing! Cause you're a chicken? You're a chicken!
I hate this kid so much. You want to fuck him up? Yeah, I do.
So then we get into this training tutorial where we abuse kids.
Parents don't love you! No parents!
What the frick? And then she gets trampled, like...
You'll never get away with this!
What is this? So then they get assigned on a mission, and then they head out. Oh, God. So then we're introduced to this bitch. So this hoe is named Abby, and that's Owen. And then Owen goes, hey, I found something. Let's go and check it out. Yes. What?
Abby,
No, hey.
stop looking
Owen,
down.
why'd you save her, man?
Is this it?
We made it.
Holy shit. It's a fucking city.
Oh, wow.
Saw an armed patrol go from town to an outpost over there. There's a few more outposts in between. They have electricity, guns.
What is going on with you?
Alright, so for context, Owen is Abby's boyfriend, and Owen got some chick pregnant, so it's like, what the frick, dude?
Fuck it.
You could say that again. She finds horse tracks and goes, oh, where are they? So then we cut to Ellie and Dina, and look at the graphics, man. They look so good.
Easy girl. Holy shit. What the fuck? this.
Wait, since when did infected eat? So now we're introduced to this safe thing where if you find a code, you get a bunch of items. It's completely optional, but I think it's a pretty cool addition. So then Ellie gets freaking... What the heck? Then she gets caught up in some rubble. Then an infected comes, and Dina doesn't just shoot it. Shoot it! Come on! Do it! Thank you! Oh man, finally. So then they get caught up in this snowstorm and are like, yeah, we gotta get to some place to bunker down. So then they find this supermarket, I think? I don't know. And decide to stay there for the night.
Oh my god. It's weed. That's a lot of dead weed. Hey, he's got that videotape thing. Huh. Dong of the Wolf. Smash Brandy's cooch. Are these? It's porn. Interesting taste, Eugene.
Wait, is he gay?
Dina. It's a gas mask bong.
Honestly, hilarious. So then Ellie finds a jar of weed. Why do they smoke weed? Since when?
Does weed go bad?
Yes.
Ah, fuck it. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Can I ask you a question?
I don't know, can you?
Scale of 1 to 10. How would you rate our kiss from last night?
Why are we still talking about this? You said it was a mistake.
Did I say that?
What are you doing?
I asked you to rate our kiss.
I don't know.
I give it a 6.
Just kiss, for God's sake, just do it. Thank you. Oh my god, that was so bad. Oh, not you. This is freaky. She gets jumped on, and then Joel comes in to save the day. Got a whole swarm on them, so they decide to stay here for like 2 seconds.
Tommy, we cannot stay here. Horses ain't making it all that
My
way.
friends are at a mansion just north of here. It's fenced in. We have the whole perimeter secure.
Some Baldwin, please. I can work.
All right. I'll get the door.
You ride with me. Come on.
So then they make their triumphant escape. Yay. Whoa, what the?
When I was 12, I found a skateboard. Uh-oh. And I tried to get on it. And it shot right out from underneath me.
Wait, how did you get the scar?
I fell on my knife.
That would have punctured your lung. You could have been dead. What?
Did you hear that?
Jesse?
Uh-oh.
What? Just turn around. What are you doing?
Yeah, just like, oh, F my life, dude.
People are counting on you. You get that? What we do matters.
Well, then why aren't you at the fucking lookout?
Because Tommy and Joel didn't show up.
Oh. So then they go off and are like, let's get Tommy and Joel. Alright then. You probably know what's coming next. For full effect, I will not make any narrations, any memes, any jokes. It will be on full display for you to truly understand why this scene is terrible and god-awful. Here we go.
By the way.
Tommy, this is my brother.
Joe. Y'all act like you heard of us or something.
Because they have.
Puta madre.
Joel Miller.
God! Damn it!
You don't get to rush this.
Look, you got her. Okay?
Joel, please get up! Fucking kill you! I'm sorry. Jesse! They're down here!
Ladies and gentlemen, that was one of the worst scenes in any video game. If you're going to kill Joel, if you're going to kill the main protagonist in the last game that everybody loved so much, you have to have it make sense. If you don't, you end up with a scene like this. Abby just out of the blue hates him, and we're just like, wait, what? What is going on? It is literally only done for shock value because the writers are using this main character that you loved so much as like a little toy to like shake at you like, oh yeah, you like Joel, and when you kill him off in 2 hours of your 10 million hour game, it makes absolutely no one happy because you're using Joel as a prop. He is not a prop. They should have never killed him off this early, because in a story game, if your opening is bad, then players won't play your game. That's what makes good story games from bad ones. If they have an engaging opening and a strong 2 to 3 hours, they will continue to play your game. But when you have a scene like this, it makes no one want to play your game because the main character from the last game that you loved so much is dead. For what? For what? Because Joe killed my dad. Well, what the freak is this? What made the first game so good is the decisions that characters make. It's like they were actual people. But in this game, everyone's a wacko. No one thinks for themselves. No one has any logic. No one has anything. And that makes Abby as a character unlikable. And that makes Joel's death terrible. Let's talk about Abby herself. Abby as a character is out of the box a bad character and is not likable in the slightest. Because she literally just kills Joel for a reason we won't know for another, let's be real here, 12 hours. So that means you literally have to trudge on with this game in your mind, always remembering that Joel is effing dead, and we're gonna find out the reason why, even though you won't like it. You just won't. Every single writer that thought of this scene should be ashamed of themselves. Absolutely. And especially Neil Druckmann. If I were to see you in the street, I would smack you in the face. It literally takes the entire series and just throws it away. For what? To have this shocking scene and everyone have their mouths wide open and go, oh my god, that's shocking. Yeah, it is shocking. But then you think about it for 2 minutes and go, that was the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life. If Joel were to die, it should not be at the very start of the story, when the story is getting picked up and the main conflicts are arising. It should have never been this early. It should have been at the middle of the game. And that's a thing with this game. People really just don't think for themselves. Everyone is a violent psychopath. And it isn't a question of, are people gonna die? It is when they're gonna die. You lose something. You lose the question of, are there stakes? Are people gonna die? You lose that. And that is a flaw about this entire game. Not just this scene, this entire game. That is a fundamental flaw. So to finally wrap up, this scene was not justified, not at all making sense, and completely devoid of anything, and completely ruins the game 2 hours in. And that is why you cannot start a game like this. No matter what series, what developer, what writers, you cannot start a game like this. You just cannot. Alright, so we're cutting back to Ellie and after you know what. And then Tommy shows up and goes, yo. And then Tommy talks to Ellie, and Ellie wants to go out and seek revenge, but Tommy's like, nah, that's too risky. And then he uses this.
Well, we don't even know for certain that they're from Seattle.
Washington Liberation Front. That's what you said was on those patches.
What if they stole those jackets?
That's...
Oh my god.
You know what? I'm leaving tomorrow.
You have no idea what you're walking into. You don't know how long.
Oh my god, shut up. So then Ellie visits Joel's grave. Do you feel bad yet? Because I sure do.
Ellie. You go. I go. End of story.
What? They've been together for like 2 seconds. So then Ellie visits Joel's house and looks over everything. You know, the picture, the watch, the jacket. Do you feel bad yet? Do ya? So then Maria comes over and reads out a note from Tommy, which basically says, hey, I'm heading out. I don't want Ellie to go because she might die. But then...
I told the stable to let you out with your horse. Grab some ammo, too.
Thank you, Maria.
So then they head out on their mission with these honestly amazing looking visuals. Like, come on. Like, come on. This looks great. We'll get to them later, but for now, let's just enjoy this, because this is probably the only good thing about this entire game. So then she finds a map of Seattle that they're going to use. And then they finally head to the big open world of Seattle, which is really cool. Oh, you've got to be. How scummy do you have to be to write yourself in a game? Neutral villain. That's so ironic. So then she finds a guitar. So then she plays a song. She plays Take On Me, but it's copyrighted, so...
You should have kissed me then. I wanted to. Me too.
So then she finds some interrogation thing that Joel does, but Tommy knows it. So you ask him a question, don't make him say it, and then you ask the other guy, they say it, if it matches up, it's true. Like, who uses this? Alright, so then we're on this... Oh my god. Oh, great, Dina. Oh, so then she gets knocked out. Like, Jesus. So then she wakes up in some room to this guy.
Didn't think I'd ever see you again. How'd you find us?
I asked about a dude with a bitch scar across his face.
It's funny. You know the smuggler that we killed out in Jackson?
Yeah?
This girl was there.
Yeah, well, I just got off the radio with Isaac. And we got a new mandate. Kill all trespassers.
Oh, hold up.
Wait, I thought he was good cop.
Order, man.
No, let's talk to her. Let's figure out what
Wait,
she knows.
wait, who's bad cop, good cop? What the frick is going on? No, she should be dead. So then Ellie gets free. Oh my god, this is way too violent.
Check this out.
Then she gets a preview of his wife's OnlyFans.
Isaac's got us posted up on a 2-week at the TV station. Here's something to hold you over, Leah. TV station. You think she's still there?
So then they start heading over to the TV station.
Who do you think it is? Someone who wants us to feel her love. You think she's related to the wolves?
Nah, she's Republican. So then Dina vomits. Like, great, thanks. Then we finally make it to the TV station where they meet Leah.
That's her.
And then Ellie finds photographs of the crew.
That's her.
Yeah, the bitch.
That's the one who killed him.
Yeah, I know. And then Ellie's mask breaks. And then Dina's like, and then Ellie's like, I'm gonna take it off. And then Dina's like, no, don't do that. And then the cat's out of the bag. And then they finally head to a theater to stay for the night, which looks cool. And then, oh God.
Can you say something? Ellie. I think I'm pregnant.
What the fuck? So then Ellie finds another guitar. Like, what is going on? Why there's so much guitars? And then we got to the best part about the entire game. So then they go to a museum, and Ellie.
Look at me! I'm on a motherfucking dinosaur! Ah!
Hey!
Why couldn't this game be like this? So then they go to the museum and walk around and have fun.
But now, hold on just a minute. You're going into space. You're gonna need a helmet.
So then, I'm just let you enjoy this.
Happy birthday, kiddo.
What is this?
This is a thing that took a mighty effort to find. Take it. Close your eyes. It'll be worth it.
Okay.
Seconds and counting. Astronauts report it feels good. T-minus 25 seconds. 20 seconds and counting. T-minus 15 seconds. Guidance is internal. 12, 11, 10, 9. Ignition sequence start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running.
So yeah, in this almost 30-hour game, they managed to squeeze in one genuinely really good scene. Congrats, Naughty Dog. I guess.
I do okay.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Well, back to trash.
Hey, how hot do I look right now? Pretty hot.
Who says that? So then Ellie finds somebody to go hunt down, and then she gives her a
It's for good
thing.
luck.
I can't wait to buy that at a Hot Topic. What? She just threw up. What the? So then she gets trampled on.
What the hell are you doing here?
Oh wow, that was actually a good twist. So then Jesse's like, "Yo, we gotta get in this car to escape." Then it gets into this giant car fight, which is like, what the heck, dude? And then Infected come over. It's like, what is going on? Okay, who's doing LSD, honestly? What is this? So then they return. Then we cut to a flashback. I'm getting honestly sick of these flashbacks. So then Joel's like, yo, we gotta get some new strings at this store over here. And then I was like, yeah, sure, let's go. Uh-oh. Oh, wow. We're doing all this for guitar strings?
Ellie!
That didn't scare me.
Hey, Joel. I think it's them. The couple that ran away last year. Jackson is a wonderful place, but we got tired of hearing the stories of people suffering everywhere else. We wanted to save lives. We had good intentions. We didn't make it an hour before running into a horde. Now we're bitten. We've decided we're gonna end our lives instead of turning. Please tell our family and friends that we're sorry. Love, Adam and Sydney. I shot her. I can't take my own life. I'm a fucking coward. Adam.
Another good scene? What the heck is going on?
Let's go get Tommy and we can get these bodies back to Jackson.
After you took me out of the Firefly Hospital, you said there were dozens of people like me.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what they told me.
I've never met another immune person before. Have you?
Well, that's super rare. Like, what face?
Why did you pull me out of there while I was still unconscious?
Because I let them run their tests, and when I saw that they were useless, I got us out of there.
How do you know they were useless?
There was no cure.
Oh. So then after that, they find out where Nora is in a hospital. So they're just like, let's go. And we're introduced to one of Ellie's flaws in this game, where she doesn't really think about what other people think about what she should be doing. She essentially like pushes people away for her own ideals, and it comes up later, and we'll talk about it more later. But this is like our first instance of it. So then she gets trampled on by infected, and like, what is going on?
Fuck Seattle.
I want to go that far. That's too far, man. So then we're... Okay. We're introduced to the scars, and... Yeah, that. So we fight them, yada, yada, yada. Do the bish, bash, bosh. And then we sneak up on this chick, and she's playing a PS Vita. And playing Hotline Miami. Yeah, she dies, so... I don't know what you were expecting. Why can't I play it? Come on, man. So then we go to Ellie, and she reaches the hospital.
Don't scream. You remember me.
What do you want?
Abby was here earlier. Where'd she go?
I don't know. You shoot me. You still hear his screams? I hear them every night. Yeah. Yeah, that little bitch got what he deserved.
Alright, I was gonna play nice with you, and now I can't right. So then Ellie finally chases Nora. And... So then she returns, obviously messed up.
She's hiding out in this aquarium.
Whoa, what the f— So then we cut to a flashback, and Ellie finds a recorder, and she figures out something. And then Joel comes over and is like, it's way past your bedtime, what are you doing?
Tell me what happened here. If you lie to me one more time, I'm gone. You will never see me again. But if you tell me the truth, I'll go back to Jackson, no matter what it is.
So I stopped them.
So then she finds out the truth. She's obviously upset. But wait, was she willing to die? Wait, what?
Don't you fucking touch me! I'll go back.
Yes.
But we're done.
What? Alright, so then Ellie and Jesse talk about what they should do with Dina. Ellie's like, you should bring her back to Jackson. But then Ellie's like, I gotta be with Tommy and find him.
Screw it. Let's get Tommy.
What? Oh my god. So then they're like, alright, let's get this boat to get to Tommy. And then they split because Ellie's selfish as hell. Like, oh my god. Then she finally gets on the boat. Like, great. I love boats. Then she fights this giant guy in an arcade, which is cool. Is going to the aquarium with this Like, oh my god. What is happening? And she finally makes it. So then Ellie gets an event and falls. And then she gets attacked by a dog and kills him. Now, I'm not going to show you it for obvious reasons, but this garnered so much controversy that it spawned PANDKD, which is short for People Against Neil Druckmann Killing Dogs. Yeah, you know this is bad when you have an acronym about why this sucks. So anyways, it's an absolutely disgusting scene. No one even wants to see it, so why do you even put it in the game? Yeah, the dog is bad, but does it deserve to die? No, dogs are great, even if they're bad. Why did he kill dog? I can't even. So then she meets Owen and Mel, and she interrogates them to tell her where Abby is. So then she kills them both. And then when she realizes she didn't get any information, turns out Mel is pregnant. Like, oh my god. So then she gets rescued by Tommy. So she's clearly messed up. So do you think this is when she stops? No!
Come across this necklace. It sparkles a lot. I think it's real gold.
You think it's real gold?
It's real gold.
Wow, I really don't care.
Shit.
Uh-oh, the gold's attacking. Are you freaking serious?
Get out of here!
Stand up! Now!
Don't you fucking dare!
Shut the fuck up!
I know why you killed Joel. He did what he did to save me. There is no cure because of me. I am the one that you want.
You killed my friends.
So
We let you both live. And you wasted it.
Dad?
oh my god. So then we get to what is really important. So Abby's dad is like, we need to do the surgery on Ellie. But Marlene's like, nah. But then she's like, just do it. I don't care. And then we cut to the emergency time, whatever. And then she finds out.
Abby.
No!
Abby, don't look.
Dad! Dad! No! No!
Lol. Wait, what? Oh. So then Abby is assigned on a mission to go to some place. Cause why not?
Hi. Hey. I actually cleared you for active duty.
Barely.
I'm done! So then Abby is living in this Firefly like base in a soccer stadium. And honest to God, it looks really good. And then they arrive there and Mel gets freaking injured. Like, oh wow. Thank God that didn't affect your child. So then they find a body bag. And
Holy shit. It's Danny.
who is Danny?
Hey, Abby.
We need to go up.
Isaac's in there.
Oh.
Sir, Abby and Manny are here.
What on earth? Isaac and Abby have a conversation, but it's so boring and not important. So then we come back to a flashback to when they were half as unlikable.
Always loved you.
Yes, let's go. Owen's dead. Oh, Abby too? Oh, let's go.
Abby!
Oh, come
Down here, you
on.
asshole.
So then they go to an aquarium and explore it, which looks nice. I don't like them, guys. Like, what are you trying to say? Jump scare!
Oh shit!
Gotcha. Oh, wait, you didn't? Oh. So then she gets jumped on by Scars and gets knocked out. So then we cut to another flashback scene Like, how many flashback scenes are in this game? Like, I'm so sick and tired of them. So basically, in this flashback scene is when she gets a lead on where Joel is. Like, that's literally all it's for. Like, why am I here? And then we cut back to... this. Okay, that's a little too dark. Okay, I did... wow, okay, dude, really? So then she gets rescued by Lev and his sister, Yara? I don't know if they're related. So she gets messed up pretty bad. Her arm's all destroyed. So then they go to this trailer for help.
What's your name?
Bitch!
So then she... Oh, God. So then...
I could torture them until they're crying, you know? Abby.
They have sex. And now I can't show you the scene because why would you want to see it? But they have sex and oh my god, like what the hell? Okay, let's explain why this scene and why the fact that they're having sex is absolutely stupid. So, first off, it's completely out of the blue. They're just having a normal conversation. They're like, oh yeah, they're catching up on times. And then they get into a little fisticuffs, whatever, and then they have sex. Like, excuse me? If I'm having a fight with my partner, what do you think is the last thing I'm gonna do with them? Yeah, have sex. Because that's what I want to do after I'm done arguing with my partner. Like, what the frick? And also, it doesn't make sense because Sony and PlayStation sometimes completely ban games that have nudity. They do have exceptions, but like if your game has nudity and you want to sell it to PlayStation to put it on their console, 9 times out of 10 they're going to say no. So it's like, this is not PlayStation's philosophy. This is not their ideals to have just random nudity in their games. And apparently, Neil Cuckman freaking mocapped this sex scene. And then this happens. Like, oh, what the? So then, Abby gets the people and gets them to the aquarium.
I was gonna clean it and try resetting.
The bone's shattered. She has compartment syndrome.
Compartment syndrome? What is that? Hold up, I'm gonna Google this. Are you kidding me?
What does that mean? It means it has to come off.
Tough.
Fire. Cut and cauterize it.
Yes, let's do that.
She would die from infection.
Don't care. So then we have to go out and get things for her. This freaking thing drags out for just way too goddamn much. I'm so sick and tired of this. So then they get on this bridge with the crane. I mean, it looks nice.
Come on! I'm dizzy!
Oh, I swear to God. Oh my god, I'm so done. So then after a long bit, we're thrusted into a Resident Evil-like boss battle. Like, you can't tell me this isn't Resident Evil. Like, please. And then she kills it, and it's like, oh yeah, fun, fun, fun. So then they head back, and she does the surgery. And take a guess. It was a success.
What are they fighting about?
Fuck you, Yara. I wouldn't leave you behind.
Lev doesn't want to leave Seattle.
Aw, boo frickety who. And then Mel is like, me and Owen are gonna go to Santa Barbara, but if you come, I'm not going. And she's like, I don't trust you because you're with these kids, even though she was literally the one that did the surgery. And it's this is so stupid.
I haven't always done the right thing.
You're a piece of shit, Abby.
You know what, Mel? You're being the little bitch here. So then she's mad. So then Yara confesses that Lev is trans, and to be honest, this is a really good scene. It's performed well, and the meaning behind it is just great. It does really shine a light on the LGBTQ community and makes a pretty decent character out of them. So hopefully, as this is reaching towards the end of the game, we can have a pretty powerful character that does great things and is trans at the same time. You know, I think I'm starting to like this character. I like Lev. I really do. So hopefully he does great things.
Lev! Get back here! Lev! What's he doing? He's going after her.
You know what? Forget I said anything. So then Abby goes along, and we're forced into this sniper battle, and Manny's there. So honestly, this is a long thing, but I enjoyed it as it progressed on. Like, it became tense, and I was like, oh dang, this is fun.
Screw it. Let's just...
Oh yes, let's go! So then the sniper is revealed as Tommy. Like, I never expected that. Then he gets knocked out. He's not dead. Just don't even think. So then Abby and Yara head to Treasure Island. So then they make it to the island, and I'm gonna let this one play out.
Oh, thank God. Did she do this? I just tried talking to her. I tried to make her understand. But she just kept yelling. She started chasing me. Trying to make her stop. I was just pushing her off of me. She hit the table. Listen.
So yeah, the actors do a very fantastic job of portraying their emotions. Something Abby doesn't know any of.
This way.
Got one!
Oh, come on. So then they get cornered by fireflies. Oh, it's that character I completely forgot existed.
God damn it, he's just a kid.
Oh, Isaac, don't make you be more forgettable than you already are.
You really gonna shoot me?
I mean, I wouldn't mind.
I'm not fucking moving.
Oh, that's a shame. Wait, don't kill Lev, though. That's too far.
No! What the fuck?
Can I just have one good thing in this game, please? So then, they escape, and now the whole island's on fire. Like, wow. So then, some big guy comes over.
Fuck you!
Oh, Lev, watch your potty mouth. So then they escape by killing the guy, and now they roll away. Uh-oh. So then she finds out. And they left the... Oh my god, the map! Frick! So then we get the following events in her perspective. And then we continue.
And you wasted it!
Oh, he's dead. So then we're forced to fight Ellie. Like, wow. So then they get in a big old bloody fight. Dina comes in and is like, oh no. Ah, no.
She's pregnant. Good.
Whoa, what the?
Don't ever let me see you again.
Alright, cool. Game's over. Alright. Alright, so that is the game. I mean, as far as stories go, it's not the best. What the Alright, so we cut back to a little later, and Dina's son, JJ, is born. And he's Asian, so it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, there we go. It's pretty, right?
I mean, it is pretty. It's
You know
nice to
what?
have
I'm
end
gonna teach you how to play
credits
guitar.
right now. Oh, come on! So now she's tending to sheep.
Come on, little dude.
Oh, what the So then she has a nightmare about Joel's death. Like, do I really need this?
Ellie? Hey.
I'm so done with this game. How long do I have? Literally how? So then we cut back to a little later, and they have a guest.
There you are.
Forget it. So then Tommy's like, me and Maria split, and it's like, wow, I couldn't care less if I tried. So then he's like, someone told me that there's a person that looks like Abby coming to Santa Barbara. And then Tommy's like, you gotta go after her. But Ellie's like, no.
Reckon it's easy. Forget about her. You sitting all comfy way out here?
Hey.
I'll make her pay.
Tommy.
That's what you said when we got back to Jackson.
Tommy.
Wow, what an asshole. So then we're introduced to way back with the whole night at the bar thing where Seth had the fight. And like, you don't even realize it until like 30 seconds into the scene. And then you're like, oh, why is it being shoved in here? Why couldn't this have just been how we're introduced to the whole conflict of the first part of the story? Like, what does this do to the story? Nothing. It does absolutely nothing. So why do we care? And even it shows new details, but they're not even important. They're just not. Like, what's the point? So then Ellie wakes up and goes, I'm gonna head out. Then Dina goes, what are you doing? And Ellie's like, you know what? I changed my mind. I'm gonna go.
I love you.
Prove it.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, let's end the game right now. Please, Ellie. Please.
We've got a family. She doesn't get to be more important than that.
That's true. Very true. Ellie, oh my god! I just want this to end. I want it to end. Ellie, I swear to God, if you don't kill her, this is gonna be for nothing.
I'm not gonna do this again.
That's up to you.
Okay, dude. Oh my god, I want this game to be over. Please. I'm so done. So then we cut to Abby and Lev, and they're like, yo, is there anyone on the radio? Any Harry Styles songs on it? Watermelon Sugar? I hate that song. So then she gets jumped on by fireflies, I think. I don't know. I don't care. And then Ellie's hot on her trail. So then she gets caught up in a trap. Like, wow. So then she interrogates a guy. He tells him that she's being held up at a beach. Oh, also Ellie said he wouldn't kill him. So I'm beginning to really like this character, guys. So then Ellie finally finds Abby. Kill. Oh, come on, what a pussy. So then Abby goes, you know what, let's just go. I got to get away from this dumb game. What was that? So then Ellie's like, fight me. And then Abby's like, nah, I don't feel like it. And then she's like, oh yeah? And then she's like, fine. So then Ellie starts drowning Abby. And just when you think it's over...
Bro, just take him.
I'm so confused. So then Abby escapes. What did she lose? I don't know, just about nothing. So then she heads back home and everything is gone. Oh, except the guitar. That always stays. And then we go to another flashback scene. This is the night of the bar incident and they're trying to make amends.
I don't think I can ever forgive you for that.
What? Yes, you can.
But I would like to try.
Not that hard, Ellie. I don't know what the hell you're on about.
I like that.
Man, these guys are a bunch of pussies. Crying about nothing. Jesus.
Okay. I'll see you around.
Yep.
Well, that was almost completely useless. Wow, that was god awful. So that was The Last of Us Part 2, and by God, it sucks. Nothing that this game does is better than the original. This doesn't even feel like a sequel. It feels like a rough draft. But they didn't care. They're like, oh, who cares? Our rough draft of the story, that's good enough for a story, right? No, it's not. And that's why this game falls on its face, because the story is god awful and doesn't feel like a genuine story. It feels like a bunch of garbage just tossed in and mixed around, and they were like, oh, that's enough for a story. Alright, I'm sick and tired of talking about this game. Let's get into the pros and cons. The pros, the visuals. If there's anything that this game does right, it's the visuals. The game looks phenomenal. There were plenty of times where I just stood there and just marveled at the visuals and was like, wow, this thing is really playing on a PlayStation 4. The visual team, you've done a great job on this game. The music. Now, I know a lot of people don't really care about video game music, but guess what? I do, so I'm going to talk about it. I think the music in this game is pretty good and really fits the bill with this whole game. Even if some scenes aren't really good, the music really conveys what the feeling of the scene is. The last one had good music, but this one had even better music, so good job on that. The performances. There are actually some pretty good performances in this game, even from characters that you don't even like. They really tried their absolute best in making these characters as realistic as possible. Even Abby has some good performed scenes. So, good job whoever acted Abby. But I hate you as a character, so I'm going to take back that compliment. Some pretty good scenes. There are a lot of bad scenes or some completely unnecessary scenes in this game, but there are plenty of actually good scenes. My favorite is definitely, hands down, the astronaut lifting off whatever. That one was absolutely fantastic. My second favorite is probably when Lev accidentally killed his mom and he's crying about it, and you really feel what he's feeling, and it's like, oh wow. I can't like really identify with him or resonate with him, but it was a really touching scene. Alright, let's get into the bad. The cons. The story. This story is, oh god, I don't like the story at all. It is way too convoluted and has so much moving elements that you're just confused almost the entire time. It should have been much more simplified. Joel's death scene was so bad. Like, I don't even want to talk about it again. I'll just summarize it with this.
Guys, this just feels like almost like Naruto, you know? It's like if at episode 160, some new character come out of the blue in one episode for the first 4 minutes and killed Sasuke with a fucking slingshot pebble.
And I guess that brings me to my next point. This game is too long. I have never played a game that slogs on for so long as much as this one. This game is twice the length as the original. Twice! Like, are you kidding me? Does it really need to be this long? It took me 25 hours to finish this game. Like, what? 25 hours? Felt like 50! Because the game just slogs on for so long, and there's so much unnecessary garbage in it that you feel like you're stuck in eternal torture. It's way too long. I get it, your game's big, but do you really need to have it this freaking long? Like, God. When you have a bad story, you have to have bad characters. Joel is dead, so why do I care? Ellie is okay in this. She could have been so much better because, I don't know, she's on the freaking front cover. And she's, I don't know, the main character. Like, excuse me. Jesse is okay, but he could have had a lot more potential had he not died. Abby is a total hoe, so I hope she dies in the next one. Owen is a total a-hole. He gets a lot of people in trouble, and he just does things just cuz, so I'm glad he's dead. Dina is very meh. I wish she did more in the story, but she didn't. It's a gosh darn shame, because I started to like her a little bit. But then she like just disappeared for a bit, and I was just like, oh man. Yara and Lev are alright. I mean, out of the new characters, they're my favorite, but they're very shoehorned in. We really don't know a lot more about them until like near the end of the game. So it's like, seriously? I hate Mel because she's pregnant. Why would you have a character go out on a good note? This happens a couple of times with characters. The last time we see Tommy, he's like, I want you to do this thing. And I was like, no. And then Tommy just becomes a total a-hole and goes, I knew it. I should have never trusted you. You're a bad person. And it's like, Tommy, are you serious right now? This isn't who you are. Why are you suddenly this mean person? The same with Mel. She's literally like, I don't trust you. I don't think you're a good person because you trust these people. And it's like the only time in the game where Abby's stance is in the right. Like, come on, Mel. Like, this is the last time we see you and you go out like this. Like, come on. Are you stupid? Freaking dumbass writers. Because when in doubt, do dangerous stuff when you're pregnant. I never thought I'd ever talk about how pregnancy in a case is bad. Like, it's weird enough that it happens once in this game, but it happens twice. And it's like, is Ellie pregnant? Is Marina pregnant? Are anybody else pregnant? And Dina's pregnancy doesn't really do anything to the story. It's just like this, we gotta keep her safe. And that's just literally it. Mel goes on a dangerous mission while she's in labor. And she gets freaking stabbed in the back. Like, oh my god. Are you trying to die? Do pregnant people lose their IQ in this game? This ending is yuck. Yuck, yuck, yuck. We were all waiting for this Ellie and Abby conflict. Ever since Abby killed Joel, like, this was probably the ending that we were thinking about. Them having a fight. And yeah, it did happen, but it did not end the way we thought. We thought one of them was gonna die or something. but no one died. And Ellie just loses her fingers. And what does Abby lose? Nothing. Who loses? Only Ellie does, not Abby. What does Abby lose? Nothing. And then we get this flashback scene, and at this point, my brain just shut off, and then the game's over. And you go, what? What just happened? The gameplay. Now, a lot of people have been at Naughty Dog for unfortunately not making gameplay in their games as fun and interesting as they can. I did feel kind of like that. I mean, I felt like the gameplay was better than the first one because it added new elements, but it still wasn't really exciting. I mean, that's not saying that it can't be exciting, but like Naughty Dog's been doing stealth-based shooter games for like a decade, and it's like, okay, can you do something a little different? It doesn't bother me that much, but it's still a itch I have. Alright, we're about done, but I still have a couple things I need to talk about. Game of the Year. To absolutely no one's surprise, The Last of Us Part 2 got nominated for Game of the Year. So do you think I want it to get Game of the Year? No. This game does not deserve Game of the Year. It does not. And you Last of Us 2 stans, I shouldn't even call you stans, you're sheep. You sheep, if you want to come after me, do so. But don't be a little wuss about it. If you want to think, oh, this is the greatest game of all time, then prove to me that it is. Prove to me. Like, every time they're like, this is the game of the generation. This is the greatest game of all time. Why do you like it? Why do you like it? Tell me. People say, oh, the story is good. What about it is good? What about it? They never say. They just never do. Bunch of sheeps if you ask me. Alright, now let's talk about the future of this franchise. You might think that, oh yeah, they want to slow down. Oh boy, they're doing anything but slowing down. They have a TV show coming out. They have games. They have board games. They have comics. They have everything you can imagine. They're trying to milk this franchise dry. And guess what? If they make another game like this, which they will, and it does what this game does, the franchise will die. This is the biggest mess of a game I've ever seen. And it is no one's fault but the creators and especially Neil Druckmann. You cannot put any blame on anybody but the writers and storytellers. It is all on them. Because when you have this shiny, beautiful cover, people start peeling away at that cover and find out that what is really inside is a bad, horrible mess of a game. I have never been more disappointed in a video game, and I probably never will. And that is why the final verdict for Last of Us Part 2 is a 5 out of 10. I wanted to like this game. I really wanted to cherish this game just like I did the first one, but I cannot. I just can't. It is impossible to do so. I've spent too much time thinking about how the story could have been made much better. Theorizing about how Joel could have not died. But that's just a fact of life. And another fact of life is that this game sucks. And that's never going to change. Alright, I'm done with this. There was a other thing, or things I was going to talk about, but can't really remember. People like fat shit, Japanese character freaking fat, everyone's getting beautiful, but in America it's more rough because that's how everything should be. That's how everything should do that. Like everything has to be beautiful. Like I don't know a single person that's against someone of religion or race or culture or anything. That's just how it is. That's how it is. Whatever. It probably wasn't even that important.
Naughty Dog!